Okay, back to Yom Kippur. So yesterday we learned about the 5 afflictions that a person is supposed to do on Yom Kippur: no eating and drinking, no washing, no smearing, no not wearing any leather shoes, no marital relations, and so on. Now, because we don't, in the brachas we say in the morning, the brachas before davening, those correspond with various different things that Hashem blessed us with. Like the first you wake up, the rooster. We open up our eyes, we say Pokei Chivrim. We loosen up, we say Matar Asurim. So the bracha that we say for shoes is Sha'asa li kotzarki. Sha'asa li kotzarki, that bracha we say because we have the ability to wear shoes. Because Yom Kippur you're not allowed to wear leather shoes, so you omit that bracha, Sha'asa li kotzarki on Yom Kippur. And Tisha B'Av also, by the way. But now we're learning about Yom Kippur. So you're supposed to omit the bracha Sha'asa li kotzarki. Now certain opinions say, okay, then when Yom Kippur is over and you switch back to shoes, you make the bracha then. But our custom, and that's most people, don't make the bracha Sha'asa li kotzarki until the next morning. So that the whole 24-hour period of Yom Kippur, you leave out the bracha Sha'asa li kotzarki because you can't do it. Okay, next is, now also on, Kriyas HaTorah, it's Shabbos, but normally Yom Kippur has 6 aliyahs and then maftir. As we learn, as the days get holier, the weekdays is 3 aliyahs. Rosh Chodesh, Chol HaMoed, 4 aliyahs. Yom Tiv, Chag, 5 aliyahs. Yom Kippur, 6 aliyahs, Shabbos, 7 aliyahs. Because even though Yom Kippur is called Shabbos Shabbosim, but there's a greatness of Shabbos that supersedes even Yom Kippur. So this year Yom Kippur is Shabbos, so therefore we don't have 6 aliyahs like we normally do on Yom Kippur. We have 7 aliyahs and maftir. Then after Kriyas HaTorah, we have what's called Haskaras Neshamas Yizkor. Okay? Now, one of the reasons the Rebbe Rashab said, why is it called Yom Kippurim, plural? In the Torah it's called Ki Yom Kippurim. Kippurim is plural. Why isn't it Yom Kippur? Kapara is singular. What's the double kapara? So they say not only for the people alive, but it's also kapara for the neshamas in Gan Eden. So it's actually, they're also forgiven, meaning because they're going up to a higher level. So the higher level, the lower level, compared to the higher level, is like a sinful, it's not as great. So relatively speaking, you do a kapara also for them.
Why wouldn't you say then when you're doing kaparot? Why do you just say zekaparati instead of saying...
We do say zekaparasi.
No, I'm saying, why would
you say
saying it in the plural?
Those sins, what we do kaparas for, yeah, that's just us. Yeah, that's just us. They're not doing a shamnus.
Okay.
Or bagadnus. Now, as everybody knows, there's a custom that kids go out, people that have both parents don't stay, they stay in, if you have both parents, the custom is you go out for Yizkor. Why do you go out for Yizkor? It's a very simple reason, because ayin hara. Because people are going to see you standing in shul, and everybody's saying Yizkor for parents, and these younger people who have parents are not saying Yizkor, so it's ayin hara. They're going to give you an evil eye. So therefore the meaning is, it's brought down in halacha, very powerful, that you go out during Yizkor. The people that have both parents go out during Yizkor. Now, the first year that somebody loses a parent, there are different customs. You say Yizkor, you go out, various different customs. Our Chabad custom is that you don't say Yizkor, but you stay in the shul. Because the reason of ayin hara doesn't apply, because you don't have that parent, the one parent. So you have Yizkor, the people that have both parents go out, men and women that have both parents go out. You have one parent, you stay in. Now, what happens if somebody, let's say, lost a parent, so it's, let's say you're in a leap year, so it's really 13 months, but Avelut is only 12 months. So what do? Let's say Yom Kippur falls out or any day of Yizkor falls out after the 12 months, but before the 13th month. So our custom is that we do say Yizkor. Then we do say Yizkor because it's after 12 months, it's after the, what?
Why is Yizkor only for parents? Why not other people?
No, people that say, okay. People that, let's say, lost a sibling, they go out by Yizkor. Because the main thing is parents. But if people that say Yizkor could say for a passing of a brother, a sister, grandparents, whoever you want to say for. But somebody that lost a sibling but has both parents, or somebody, God forbid, that lost a child, which is the worst possible thing, but they have both parents, they also go out by Yizkor. They go out by Yizkor.
Those people that go out are not worried about getting married?
No, because Baruch Hashem, their parents are out of sight. No, because it's more if you're in the same room, then they're saying Yizkor and you're not. There's a famous story with Reb Shmuel Munkes, who was a tzaddik of Tanya. Just to explain who he was, wasn't the Beinani of Tanya. He was a tzaddik of Tanya, that when the Alter Rebbe wanted to know if she'd go to prison, Yitzhak Kislev or not, he discussed it with Reb Shmuel Munkes. But he was a very lively chassid. I mean, there's a lot of things going around, stories of Shmuel Munkes, there's a whole book about him. He was a very great tzaddik. So the story is told, there's once a lady that she was pregnant in the 9th month and the baby just refused to come out. So she didn't know what to do. So somebody told her, there's a great tzaddik called the Alter Rebbe in Liozhin, wherever he was, and she go to him and he'll give you a bracha to have a baby. She didn't know who the Alter Rebbe was. She comes to the Beis Medrash, it's in the afternoon, and there's a chassid davening. He's davening, he didn't wake up 12 o'clock in davening. He was davening from the morning, so she thought, this must be the Alter Rebbe. So she comes to him and she says, I need a bracha. My baby refuses to be born. You know, I'm suffering. It doesn't want to come out. So he sat there, he looks her in the face, and he says to her, you should say Yizkor 7 times. Go home and say Yizkor 7 times. She went home, she said Yizkor 7 times, relax. She said Yizkor 7 times, and immediately the baby came out. So a little while later, she came back to thank the Alter Rebbe for his bracha, but this time, she didn't see Reb Shmuel Munkes. She went into the Alter Rebbe, okay? And she told him, thank you, the bracha that he gave. If you remember, you told me to say Yizkor 7 times, and I said Yizkor 7 times, and the baby was born. I want to thank you for the bracha. The Alter Rebbe played it. Okay, you're welcome. The lady goes out. The Alter Rebbe calls him Reb Shmuel Munkes. He said, this is your shtick? He says, yes. He said, what's the cheshbon here? So he says, Rebbe, when you say Yizkor in shul, the kids run out. So if you say Yizkor 7 times, for sure the kid's going to run out. Obviously, you did a miracle. So the Alter Rebbe smiled, and that was it. But that was the story.